Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with the collective update for twin flames. Those who are in divine connections, whether it be highly level soulmate, twin ray, also for mystics, star seeds, earth angels, however you resonate under the spiritual umbrella. This reading is for you, okay? Witches, magicians, like there's so many of us with our spiritual gifts. It's so important that we acknowledge all, okay? We all have been one in previous lifetimes. So this reading is for September 13th through September 19th. And today we're coming off with Jupiter going going direct, Jupiter going direct. And it's the huge energy of karmic clearing. And so this is so important for the collective, all right? So I want you to stay tuned. Don't fast forward. Take all the information in. You can write me in my email. You can book a reading or a session if you need one. But this information is going to be very, very important for the collective, all right? To all of my new subscribers, sending you lots of love and light. To all of you who've been following me on my journey thus far, I love you. You're my family. And thank you. Thank you for believing in yourself. Thank you for stepping out on faith and following your life path and purpose. To all of you who booked sessions, readings, whether it be Akashic Record, whether it be distant healing, Reiki, crystal healing. I am proud of you for doing the work. Those of you who booked twin flame readings, numerology readings, like I'm just so happy, so happy that you guys are stepping into your power and really putting yourself out there, because this is not easy. This is not, it may be more accepting now than it was when we were growing up, but this life we live, this destined path that was chosen for us, right? Because some of us, we can say, I don't want to do that. I can ignore it. That's it. And spirit will acknowledge that. And others who are chosen, who are called, there is no, I void my contract, right? There's none of that. Now, recently I realized through meditation, when spirit and I were communicating, that I can rewrite it. And I was like, whoa, wait, you can do that? You're like, you can rewrite your contract. And I was like, no, this time I want to do it. We will succeed. My divine counterpart and we will make it this lifetime. We didn't make it the other lifetimes, but I'm not giving up now, right? And so there's going to be a lot of informative information for the collective. Take notes, write things down. We have the new moon in Virgo, September 17th. Do not forget to put your crystals in the window seal with your affirmations on top of them. Do not forget to order your Air of Abundance crystal pack. Do not forget to order your Moon Manifestation crystal pack on the site as well. This is very, very important for you guys. All right, so let's dive right into the reading. Before I do, I also want to say, if you would like to donate to the channel, you can. This is how I get more tarot decks for you guys, oracle decks, lighting, anything I need to help with doing live classes. As you can see, I haven't done a live class in like 2 months. And so that's what those donations go towards. And if you can't afford to donate to the channel, you can follow me on Instagram at Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. That's another form of energy exchange. And I do post information daily on my IG stories, all right? So we're going to dive right into the reading, okay? So for the collective, I asked, like, what is happening with the divine masculine? What is happening with the divine feminine, like as a collective, as, in union together? Like, what are we working on together? And so the first card out, we got seed, and I smiled when I saw it. So it says plant the seed, begin. It says plant the seed, begin, trust in yourself, go for it. You cannot see the future from here, but you can act on your inspiration. And so this is beautiful. Like, we're laying the seeds, we're laying the foundations. And a lot of you have started your channels, have opened your businesses this year. And I'm proud of you. You are laying the seeds, the foundations for your kids, right? And so this also sparked when you started on your journey with your divine counterpart, right? So a lot of you see that from the time you've met your divine counterpart till now, like you've been really business focused, like really on the move. And that's like something really beautiful that your divine counterpart brought out of you. You know what I mean? Like you guys play off each other when it comes to your healing and your growth, right? So this is beautiful. The next card we have is the Judgment. This has been coming out a lot, 20. And so what year are we in? 2020, right? And so this talks about discernment, okay? So again, numbers are very, very important. Always look them up because they definitely will give you insight on, into your situation, okay? And so this is the Medicine Woman deck I'm using, and I'm using it because it goes right into the core. And so with discernment, it says you have made big changes. Some situations that once satisfied you will no longer feel comfortable. Your attraction to certain people will no longer be as strong. Something deeper compels your energy and attention. You will have to make decisions based on your new priorities, what is really important to you now. Okay, so this is really huge for the collective, right? And so you'll notice that even before September, before August, you started to have that energy where you just didn't care if people was there or not. And that's vice versa. Sorry, yeah, this is number 20. And that's vice versa. And so you're doing this huge shed, this huge purge. And a lot of you were very emotional last week. I know I wept my entire wood floor up with tears, snot, excuse me, not trying to be gross, but I've never cried that hard. I've cried so hard that I felt the pain coming out of my heart, right? And it's all that purging, all that releasing that needed to be cleared, all right? So use your gift of discernment, especially now. You guys are very special. You're light workers and star seeds and mystics and earth angels and witches and, magicians, however you resonate. Like you guys are shamans, like you're special. You got to protect your energy. The next card that has come out under Judgment is Sunset. And so this talks about death. This is number 13. Again, what's today? September 13th, correct? Karmic clearing. And so with 13, it talks about the old must die to the new. Travel gently across the passing landscape, appreciating all that has been. The old must die to the new. Travel gently across the passing landscape, appreciating all that has been. So it's saying like, the lessons, you learned them. That's what I appreciate. I appreciate the lesson, right? And for some of you, you're like, man, like, I don't need any more lessons. I'm quite the scholar, right? But sometimes we get that test to see if we'll just make the same mistake again. And that's how you keep going in circles. But again, 13, karmic clearing. Jupiter went direct today. The next card, we have the Seven of Stones. So this is Pentacles, right? So Seven of Pentacles, a lot of you guys are really focused on your abundance, on what you are manifesting, what you are bringing into your reality, into the world. For those of you who, are on your mission and know your mission, right? So let's dive into the Seven of Stones, all right? So with the Seven of Stones, it talks about reap a beautiful harvest. Reap a beautiful harvest. And also look up angel number 7. What does 7 mean in numerology? But this talks about reap a beautiful, bountiful harvest. All right? Just saw an orb. I'm telling you, these spirit guides are all over the place. I have my eyes gyrating and everything else. Sorry, guys. The overall energy, we have the 9 of Arrows. So I believe this is Sagittarius energy. Let's see. Yeah. So let's dive into the 9 of Arrows. So with the 9 of Arrows, it talks about overcome doubt and fear by trusting your dedication. Overcome doubt and fear by trusting your decisions. Sorry, overcome doubt and fear by trusting your decisions. Just so you don't think like I can't read, these words are like really little, especially when they're like in your like down. So they're like really small. All right. So I'll read it again for you. It says, overcome doubt and fear by trusting your decision. Trust your intuition. Trust, trust, trust. Overcome doubt, overcome fear. You may have been getting a lot of trigger moments trying to like take over your brain, like really in your head and stuff like that. You got to like say, okay, where's this energy coming from? I need to release it. I need to transmute it. And remember how I taught you in the Raise Your Vibe video. You take that energy, you move it. You take the energy from your heart, you move it to that energy that's like distorted and making you feel uncomfortable, and you let all that energy out into that part and you clear it. Okay. So let's dive into the Twin Flame Mystic Moon Oracle. For Divine Masculine, we have big dreams, right? This is the energy for the Divine Masculine. You guys see it? All right, and this has been coming out a lot for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, okay? Big dreams. We have crossroads. So the energy is they're really focused on their big dreams, what they want to do, but they're at a crossroads because, you know, where do you fit in that? Can I allow, you know, my divine counterpart to fit in this? Like, where will it work? Right there at a crossroads. How do I make the decision to ask my divine counterpart to move in, to marry me? Like different situations. They're at a crossroad, and big dreams are, you know, on their mind as well. And you are a part of that, okay? The next card out is fresh start. That's all they want is a fresh start. A start with, you know, their divine counterpart to where there wasn't any runner chaser. They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't have you in karmic or third party situations. They just want a fresh start, a do-over. That's the energy. Whether you're first wave, second wave, or third wave. I ask for all waves. So material world, all right? So they're learning that it's not all about materialisticness. And some of them are still in that kind of mentality due to the job that they work or where they live or, you know, what they've been used to all their lives. But they also are understanding that, you know, the spiritual way is like more peaceful as well, because they see you and you can dress like that. You can be fancy, but you also can switch it up. And that brings me to a great point. Because you're spiritual does not mean you have to be all in robes and like dress weird. Oh, dress your, if you want to wear Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, you wear your stuff. I tell people that all the time. I love to shop. I like to, it gives me like, I'm evolving into such a girly girl, and I just love it. Like fashion and just, you know, it's just things that you can leave for your kids. Like, oh, my mom had this purse in 1945. It's a vintage. Like, you know what I mean? So it's deeper than that. So I don't want any of you, because you're on a spiritual journey, now you got to just switch up your wardrobe. Now you got to change it up. No, be yourself, because that's what's going to help you help the collective. If you're looking like a nun, or not to, you know, disrespect anybody here, but I'm just trying to be honest. No one's going to be comfortable or open to be like, oh, yeah, I want to know about this and that. No, you show up and you look just like them. They're like, cool, all right, this is okay. And that's something God pushes, and Spirit, Divine Source pushes to me all the time, to make sure you guys know that. Do you live your life, and you can still be on your spiritual journey, right? All right, so the cards for Divine Feminine. These cards were flying out, and I kept all of them. Fifth dimension. So Divine Feminine knows that you are communicating with your divine counterpart in the 5D, right? And so for the collective, there's that third party energy. This isn't for all. This is for between the first, second, third wave. Like there's third party energy where things are interfering in your connection, whether it be a job, whether it be a person, whether it be other things, right? And then we have fear for the Divine Feminine, because the Divine Feminine is like, okay, like I'm on the verge of really leaving you, really walking away. For those that don't know about the holding space part, like you can hold space and still go on your journey. They will catch up. But for some of the Divine Feminines, they're like, oh my God, like if I leave, like what's going to happen if you forget me? Just know, like, you're always connected to them. Notice how when you guys are in separation, and then when your souls start to call each other back, and when you start to see them in your visions, a month after that, you guys are back talking. right? Or 3 months after that, you guys are back talking. You guys need to separate because you have to work on yourselves. You need to heal more, then you'll come back together. All right. The next card out is victim. So for some of the divine feminines, they're still in victim mentality. They're just like, how could you do this? Like, all you do is ghost. Like, all you do is put others before me. There's so many different things where the divine feminine feels victim. And you have to get out of that mentality. I'm not saying the divine masculine is perfect, but this is about your journey, your growth, your life path and purpose. And if you love and respect them enough, as they should love and respect you, stand in your power. Be like, all right, okay, so you want to play? All right, I'll see you in like 3 months. And when they see that you're not about those games, like you're not about to play, they'll understand, like, man, I don't want to lose my divine feminine. And that's not you being, malicious. That's you choosing yourself. You can't go wrong with that. Right? And I'll tell anybody, you want to bet on somebody, you better bet on me. Okay? Don't lose out. The next card out is compromise. I'm not being cocky, guys, but I just thought about something with my divine counterpart. So compromise. So you guys are going to come to a compromise, right? Or this is what you guys' energy is right now. You just want to come to a compromise to where you guys are able to communicate, where you're able to talk to each other, where you're able to be there for each other and not have all that extra static. Okay? Divine feminine knows that this is her divine counterpart. This is my twin flame. You guys are at the point where you know this. You've done enough digging, enough Google searching, you know. So it isn't a coincidence that on my channel, I also communicate about the twin flame journey. And I am tuned into those who are in separation because I'm in separation. I'm going through the separation. Like, we're in, out, you know what I mean? And I'm here to give you information to help, to support. And I know this is all divine's doing, all a part of God's plan, source, spirit, divine. The overall energy is summer. So something happened in the summertime where somebody got an acknowledgement. Somebody got the aha moment. Like, this isn't a regular relationship. Like, this person is special. This person is different. I feel it and I see it. So for your divine masculine, in the summertime, summer will end September 21st. So this is technically still summer. They've got the message. I didn't get any other message from this card but that. Normally I'll say, oh, you meant in the summertime, or there's something significant in the summer. No. Your divine masculine has recently or will recently discover before September 21st, and some a little after, that you are something very special to them. All right, divine feminine, just hold tight. Hold tight. Okay, so the message from your divine masculine. Let me get my light. So it says, I know we've been together in past lives. I recognize you. You were never a stranger to me. Aw. So again, only clarifying, guys, you have to go through your past life, through your Akashic records, and heal your connection with your divine counterpart. This is beautiful. And I ask for messages that only would resonate with the collective, whether first wave, second wave, or third wave. The next card out, so I'll put it over here where the light is, and then I'll bring it back. It says, you brought out the best in me. I came alive in your presence. You brought out the best in me. I came alive in your presence. This is just beautiful. Our relationship was different and special. Other people didn't understand it. I know some of you guys probably are in tears right now as you hear these messages, because damn it, this is exactly the energy of the divine masculine, whether they communicated this to you or not. And the overall energy, our beliefs were just too different. I couldn't reconcile mine to yours. So some of them felt like, the belief systems, like, for example, if your divine counterpart really wasn't into the spiritual world or anything like that, It was hard for them to understand, but they slowly started to understand. Okay? This is beautiful, guys. Let me know how that is resonating for you. Life purpose cards, all right? So for the divine masculine, we have leadership. Take charge of the situation. So instead of running, instead of ghosting, take charge. Face your fears, right? And this is also a part of their life path and purpose, to be a leader, to lead. Divine feminine, heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. Guys, like, share, comment. How many of you have started your business in January of 2020 unexpectedly? Or in the process of finishing up the groundwork? I want you to like, share, comment, subscribe, because there's so many beautiful, abundant blessings on the way for all of you. And I am so proud of you guys, okay? The overall energy, books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. All right? So some of you may write a book. Some of you may, like myself, I bought a book on alchemy, because like for the millionth time they keep saying like, oh my God, you got the magician's eye, like you got the spark. And I knew this thing that I do where I know something is about to happen, because like I'll look at somebody, or when I'm about to like have to communicate through spirit or from spirit, and immediately there's this like twinkle, and I just like look at the person, and then it's like I'm spiritually like locked in. And then I know it's happening because I get chills as I communicate to them. And how I know they're receiving is because their eyes begin to water. And so I've been studying a lot, because I want to be able, again, you guys may think I've been doing this for years upon years. No, you say a year and a half tops, if you want to be honest. I was booking clients through Cash App and PayPal, and I didn't literally start doing my work until January, when the website was started and the bookings and like all of that. And it's just been a beautiful experience. And yes, it's nervous. Yes, you guys have been so beautiful, because I haven't gotten any like crazy like people. I've heard some of the horror stories, but you guys protect me so much, and it's just like you guys are so amazing. Get your books. Like if you keep hearing something that someone's telling you in a session or something like that, go get the book and study up, because you'll find things out. Okay? And a lot of you need to work with your sound healing, all right? Sound healing. So lastly, we're going to go over the advice for divine feminine for helping and supporting the divine masculine through. So the first card we have is Entropy, and it says 32, the Star Daughters dance. It says, I dance, sing, and play with my sisters at sunset, right? And so this is what you need, the energy that you need to be in, that playful energy around your soul tribe, around your soul sisters. Again, a lot of you have been asking me about the mentorship program, and I'm going to send that email out or that info out on the community tab post, because I feel that that's going to help us like continue to rise, continue to step into our power and our purpose, right? Our divine feminine group, right? Because there's so many of you who have questions, and you're so shy, and like, I know my stats. I see how many of you guys watch the channel. So I should have that many emails or more. And it's okay. I know you guys are like, what do I say? How do I say? No, just write. Like, I'm very cool and down to earth. And my soul sisters, my little mentees, or my mentees, not little mentees, like, if they write me, I'll write them back. Like, either you write me on Instagram, I'll write you back. Like, if it's between the hours of 10 and 7, you're going to get a slow response, because I'm in the pharmacy, so it's busy. Other than that, that's beautiful, beautiful for the divine feminine. The next card out is this is this astrophy? Yeah, this is astrophy. It says number 36, the cosmos, ascend, So it says, I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. And so Spirit is asking you to connect with Spirit, connect with Source, connect with Divine. When you feel neglected by your Divine counterpart, I have learned the lesson. It is not to go back and forth and argue back and forth. You know what? Nope, you tripping. I'm about to go over here and connect. You should always be connected anyway, but when you notice that trigger or those energies are rising up, you know what? I'll talk to you later. Go meditate real quick, release the energy, and focus on love, right? This is so beautiful. So this is what we as Divine Feminists need to do to help and support our Divine counterparts. The next card out is 1. Wow. So it says, Maya. So it says, the ancient grandmother, teacher. I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. And so this is what you guys need to focus on, like your teachers, your guides, your mentors. You are, a teacher, a guide, or a mentor. Like there's others who look up to you. And look how beautiful this is. Oh my God. Right? And so, man, like step into your power, step into the oneness, This is so beautiful. You guys have many gifts and you have no idea. The ancient grandmother. I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. Right? And the overall energy. The morning star, number 16, radiance. It says, I shoot for the stars. Radiance is my birthright. So at the end of the day, like, we need to focus as Divine Feminines on our life path and purpose more now, more than anything. Have you noticed that when you take your attention off of your life path and purpose and you're all on your Divine Masculine, everything goes chaotic. It's smooth for a couple of weeks and then it goes chaotic. And so you have to be able to know that you and your divine counterpart are going to be one. I saw an orb. Okay, cool. You and your divine counterpart are going to be one no matter what. You are one. So even in separation, you're not separated. You just like not talking to them on the phone or not texting to them. But think about those divine connections who have their divine counterpart pass on. And imagine the pain of that, where they have to only communicate in the 5D. But you have the option of 5D and 3D. So it's like, let's be grateful for what we have. Not saying that the Divine Masculine is never wrong, never do anything wrong, because we know sometimes we want to bust their head to the white meat. I'm just being honest. Sorry. Don't mean to be ratchet, but I have to put it out there. And the things that they do is just like, are you blind? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you know what I mean? You just want to just take them and like shake them loose. And so, for us, you just got to focus on what you're called to do, because you are the leader. You can be like, you know what? Listen, I got stuff to do. I don't got to worry about, I don't have time to worry about who is not with me, who is against me, who I've lost. I got shit to do. Excuse my French. Right? They don't know your worth now. Guess what? When they do, they will know you're worth more, right? When they finally realize it. So at the end of the day, choose love, respond with love, and vibrate high. Pay attention to your visions, your dreams. Keep a dream journal. Is so, so, so important. And if you have questions, Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine, write me. I'm here for a part of for this purpose, not just this purpose. There's other many purposes, but this is one of them, right? Because I'm learning as you guys are learning. So when I learn, I'll tell you, right? It's about people helping people. And again, I know my, life plan with my divine counterpart turned out this way, because had I would have came in on everything, it just wouldn't have been worth the fight. And had I not went through everything I did as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult, and growing up to adult, I wouldn't have been prepared for this. Because sometimes you look at this connection and you're like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, like for the love of God, we've all said it, and you cannot lie. It's like, what did I do? Like what type of monstrosity You just think of any, like, it's like, oh, what the, but then it goes back to unconditional love, right? So I'm sending all of you lots of love and light. Subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram at Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. Check out the site. Get your crystals, guys. I'm speaking to you spirituals. You have to protect your energy. You have to stay in alignment. We got 3 more months. 3 more months, right? And with Mars being in retrograde, I need you guys to know what to do so you are not hanging upside down like a vampire in your room. Okay? All right, guys. Love you all. Good night.